So we're going to continue to talk more about the Pocatello Zoo. Joining us this morning is Corey Kaufman, Curator of Education here at the zoo. Thank you so much for waking up early and joining us this morning. So it's a new year here at the Pocatello Zoo. Tell us about some of the changes that have happened.
Well, we have a lot of exciting things going on at the zoo. We have a lot of our usual programs going on, but this year there's some new ones. Our camps and classes are all new this year, new topics, and so those will be a lot of fun. We have a few new animals, and you'll get to meet some of them this morning. And so we just are expecting a great year this year. We're also getting a new superintendent starting Monday, so hopefully we'll see some great changes also.
It sounds like there's going to be a lot of great additions to the zoo, but who's joining us right now?
This is Carrie, and Carrie is an American kestrel. She is the smallest falcon in North America, is what our American kestrels are. And she's one of our education animals. She's a bird of prey. She came to live with us at the zoo because of an injured wing, and so she's unreleasable into the wild. So we have her here at the zoo and use her to teach kids about birds of prey.
Now, as an education animal, that's part of your Zoo Buddies program, correct? Tell us a little bit about that.
So with Zoo Buddies, we work with the libraries, Marshall Public Library and Portneuf Public Library every week, and we have free story time for the kids. And so Tuesdays at 10:30, they come and read stories, and then they might get to meet a furry animal friend. So Carrie would be one of those friends that they would get to meet, and it starts June 5th or June 3rd at 10:30 a.m. at the zoo.
And speaking of furry friends, we do have one that's probably one of the most famous animals here at the zoo. That's Stripes, the grizzly bear. Now, Stripes moved into her new home about 2 years ago. How's she been liking it?
Stripes is loving her new home. I think she's down at the pool right now, which is her morning ritual. She goes to the pool, has a swim, and so she's just so happy to be on grass and in the pool, and we're just so excited about how much she loves being out there.
Yeah, she was a little slow to wake up this morning. She's like, it's Friday, I'm tired, it's early, but she came out to join us. Now, she has a milestone birthday coming up, and you guys are going to have a celebration for that 2 weeks from now. Tell us a little bit about that.
This year is Stripe's 25th birthday, so we are going to have our Berry Happy Birthday event, which is June 5th, June 14th, sorry, Saturday, June 14th, 10 to 1, and so free cake for people, games, crafts, face painting, and cake for the bears, like always.
I mean, how can you go wrong with free cake? That sounds like the perfect event. Okay, well, the fun doesn't end here. A little bit later in the show, we are going to meet two furry little friends, little baby raccoons who got a second chance at life. But first, we're going to send it back to you, Logan, in the studio. Well, now joining us again is Corey Kaufman with the Pocatello Zoo, and she's going to introduce us to two really adorable baby raccoons that they have recently homed here at the zoo. Thank you again for joining us. So tell us a little bit about these adorable baby raccoons.
So these are a few of our new zoo babies. These baby raccoons were orphaned, and so that's how they found their home here at the zoo. So right now we're just trying to get their strength up, get them used to eating on their own, and then in a few weeks they will be out on display in the zoo.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what their future looks like here at the zoo.
They're going to be going into our exhibit down by the black bears, and so they will be together there and live out their life between the black bears and the skunk.
Now tell us a little bit about them. They look so playful together. They're actually eating some strawberries right now. So tell us a little bit about their eating habits, what they like to do.
They love to eat. That's what they like to do. And so we're just trying out different foods. They are omnivores, so they'll eat fruits, vegetables, meat. And so they're kind of on a soft diet right now. They got off of the bottle, but they do still have to get used to eating on their own before we can put them out for the public to see. And we do have another zoo baby. We have a baby great horned owl that will be coming out on display pretty soon. And so it's nice that we have zoo babies this year.
Yeah, so this is a time of year when a lot of babies are being born, and I think it's important for the public to know when it's appropriate to call them in or grab them, bring them to the zoo or to animal services. How can you tell when a baby is orphaned and when they're just learning to grow?
Yeah, it is kind of difficult. So there's a few different ways to know. If you do see the babies looking around, walking around, and they seem healthy, the best thing to do is to see if you can see the nest around or the den where the mom is, and just make sure that they're near their mom. If they do seem injured, or like these guys were found out in the middle of the day and shivering, that's when they brought them to us, and we did look for a wildlife rehabilitator. Couldn't find one, so they're staying with us at the zoo where they can't be released back into the wild. But the best thing to always do is to call Fish and Game, and they will let you know what to do. The other thing we want to know about is with baby deer. Moms will stash their baby deer to keep them safe, so it's always good to leave the baby deer alone.
So it's not always a good idea to touch the babies, even though they look so cute. Well, it was so nice to meet the baby raccoons. I'm excited to see them on display. But for now, Logan, we're sending it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Melissa. And